Hi, it's Jade from Whips and Wishes. Welcome back to my itty bitty channel. I forgot to make an intro, so I'm doing it now. I have been working really hard on DIYing this Christmas season, and it's been a little stressful, but it's a lot of fun and pretty rewarding. So in this video, you will see what I want to work on and what I get finished. There's probably going to be another part to this video in the coming weeks because I have so many plans. I can't cram it all into one video. It is November 18th and I have only 5 weeks left to complete all of my Christmas projects that I want to do. So it is feeling a little bit like crunch time right now. I have a list of 7 crafts that I need to do. I really hope that I can complete all 7 in 5 weeks. We'll see. For each one, in preparation to this, I made a slide for each one on Google Spreadsheets. So let me show you all of the slides. And there's 7 of them. I'm going to roll a d6 and decide which one to do each day, and we'll see how long it takes me. These slides are gonna have the craft and then everything I need for it. So starting off, we have the doll cradle and accessories and everything that I need to complete. So these are the inspo pics, and I cannot tell you how badly I want to finish this. I want to paint it sort of like that green one right here in the corner, but for the bedding I like these 2 pictures. And next is the felt food. I gave myself the option of choosing 3 or 4 because my daughter doesn't really need 5 different, Pop-Tarts. So we get to do a few here and there, but I'd like 3 or 4 types of food that she can play with. And then next is the Christmas decor. We're trying a little DIY Christmas this year because honestly, I don't know what style of decor I want to do, but I thought these would be nice and fun. And then we've got our Christmas dress. This is for my daughter. I really wanted to make her a nice Christmas dress that was all Santa styled. So I liked these 2, this one and then the one below it especially, but I liked the style of this dress a lot more. And I'm trying to do this kind of yoke instead of the swoop neckline, because I just wanted it more of like appropriate for a kid. And then if I can get it done, I'd love a matching jacket with fur edges. This is the kitchen curtains, and this is just to hide my oven and my dishwasher. And I already have some fabric out for this, so maybe that will work. This is a scrapbook recipe book, and this is planning on being a birthday/Christmas present for a friend of mine. She's currently learning how to cook, so I'm hoping to write down some of my favorite recipes, and I have them listed on the left side of the screen, and on the right is like the inspo pics that I'm going to try to style them after. Lastly, we have Play-Doh. This is just for my daughter. Check out her TikTok for the recipe. So those are all 7 of my crafts that I want to complete. Now, I don't need to complete all of them. Technically, I'd really just like to do the 5 that I mainly want, which is the dress, the scrapbook, the decorations, the felt food, and the cradle. Okay, let's roll. We got a 3. I am using my X-Acto knife, a pencil, and any cardboard that I have lying around right now. I'm just using a box from our W.I.P.S. But so far we have 2 nice little houses. I'm gonna paint them later. I want to get all of the shapes out first and then I will paint them. I don't know if I'll do that today or a different day, but I have a lot to cover on my kitchen cabinets, so that is not even gonna cut it for one cabinet. But I'm gonna do an assortment of these two, and then I think that there's 2 other designs that I'm going to do, and we'll see how many I can get done with the amount of cardboard that I have left. So let's see. I'm gonna take a break because my fingers are hurting, but I had a little bit of a scrap and I made a little wall, and I think I might do the same thing with like these scraps if I have enough room, or if this ends up looking good. But I have this house, I'm not exactly sure what this one is, but you know, we'll figure it out. And then this is probably going to be our center of one of the larger cabinets. But I have the rest of the ones that I made lined up around my stove and kitchen counter, and I'm gonna go place these and then show you how they all look like lined up and see how many more I might need. But for today, I'm done cutting out. I'm probably not going to paint them either. That will be another day. Okay, I have them all lined up. I'm not sure how I want to place this wall, so it's just on the side. But this is kind of how they go because my cabinets arch, and then they turn around. Don't mind that I get to wash my cabinets. But that's how it's looking. So they'll be going all the way around here, and I'm gonna be cleaning up and I'll scrub down. But I want the this one to basically go right there, and then they'll extend around and then stop here, and then it'll be a right angle most likely, and I'll put more along there. So that's the hope. And then I can put white lights in the background if I want to, along with like snow on it, or like that, the fluff. So that, and then possibly bows, like ribbon bows on my cabinets. I don't know, we'll see. My daughter is still asleep for her nap, so I am going to pause from my cardboard gingerbread village and roll the dice and see what else I can start crafting, because my hands need a break. As I said before, my back hurts, and I think I'd like something a little more relaxing. Unless I get the crib, and then I'm just gonna go downstairs and sand away. So let's roll the dice. We have 5. Now, what did we put on 5? Okay, this was 3, 4, 5. 5's the kitchen curtains. I am actually going to roll again. No, it's not cheating. It's honestly, I came up with this, so I can't cheat. So, because I really don't want to do kitchen curtains. Okay, 6. What is 6? Oh boy. Scrapbook recipe book. Okay, so if you don't have one of these collapsible bins from Joann's, you should really look into finding where they sell them, because this is super helpful. I have a bad habit of bringing crafts out into the living room, kitchen, just the main living areas, and then it takes over and it stays there for a week. I have a craft room. I should just craft in my craft room, but sometimes it's uncomfortable, sometimes I just don't feel it. Other times my daughter's out here, I need to watch her. But everything that's in this bin is for my recipe scrapbook. So we've got our chicken noodle soup done. Gingerbread cookies need to be written. I'm probably not gonna write that. I'll save writing the recipes to the very end because honestly that's the easiest part. So I think today I'm going to scrapbook the pancakes page. Yeah, pancakes page, and then possibly the sausage and potato soup. So let me pull out all of this stuff. First things first is I need to find a piece of paper for the base. So something for the background. I'm not feeling any of these unless I could do the dark or the light pink. This is one option for us. But I kind of like the patterned background, so let's see, for pancakes, what do we think? Definitely not orange. Oh, this could be a good one for pancakes. I don't know why, but the pancakes seem like pink for me. I think that's a winner already. This is gonna be our base. I have these papers that I can also use. So let's click out a few of these. I do think I'm going to use this, and then maybe the gingham and this one. for... I need my guillotine. Okay, let me go and cut these up into little strips. I will be right back. Alright, they're not perfect, but they are at least, you know, shapes that I need them in. It is 1:45 and I am going to call it quits on all of this for right now. I did get most of it glued down, and the little ingredient drawings are not glued down, but ingredients are going to be listed here and then directions down here. I'm probably going to add more drawings, little things, and then write it down. This is going to be a simple page, but I am tired. I need to do my physical therapy exercises for my pelvic floor. Fellow moms, you know what I'm talking about. And then I think I'm going to sit down and relax. I have not crocheted at all today, and I really want to get my daughter's dress going, and my hands feel up to it today, so I'm going to frog what I had done and redo it, because I think I found a free dress pattern that I'm going to try. Sometimes when I'm looking for patterns, it's really hard to imagine the color difference that I will have. So, you know, take a striped dress pattern and then imagine, no, it's going to be Christmas colors. It's hard for me to look at that and just see the silhouette. So I'm going to just pick one of the free dress patterns I have and just go based off the silhouette. And attempt to get through a good portion of it, because I know if I wing it, my daughter's not going to have a dress that fits her. It's going to be too tight around her arms, or her fat head's not going to get through. But for now, I need to clean up this mess and get all of this stuff back into my craft room. I should eat something for lunch as well. Today I'm in my basement and I'm working on the little baby crib or cradle thing. And this thing has seen quite a few better days. So we're trying to fix it up for my daughter for Christmas. She is only like 13, 14 months. So this will be more of like a summer thing that she'll learn to play with, but because her birthday is so close to winter and Christmas, it's hard to balance out gifts during like those big age changes, because if you've worked with kids or if you have kids in your lives, you know that 12 months is very different from 16 to 18 months. Like developmentally, they've got a lot of change that goes on. So I'm trying to remember what my husband had said about sanding and everything, because I'm not skilled in this area. But I have a 120 grit sandpaper that I'm going to hair up a little bit so that I can, you know, use a little piece at a time, and then we'll be able to get into all of the little crevices. But let me turn the camera around so that you can see how rough of a shape this is and that we're working with. It's actually kind of warped, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that, which is fine. So it is kind of like a sled design, which I really liked, but we've got these chipped pieces that like, there's not going to be slivers on this thing, so that's nice. But there's some like splitting and cracking. If this doesn't last the 3-5 years that I hope it does, it's okay. I got it for $5 at the resource in Barrie, but I want to sand it down and then just restain all of this, and I'm gonna put in a mattress that it'll bring up all the bedding and stuff to here, and then there will be a pillow. So probably just need a doll about a foot. But yeah, let's get to sanding it. I have been at this for a few minutes, and I am covered in dust and my hands hurt, but I think it's going pretty well. I started on the bottom, so these two sides, like here and here, I haven't touched, and I haven't touched this part, but I think I got this one sanded down pretty well. Probably still has some to go, especially on this part. This side I haven't touched. Obviously it's still, shiny. I have sanded down this one though, and I'm starting to see the light colors. I have to check with Google or my husband, whichever one comes first, and see if I have to get it all light, or if I can do like how it is right now and just do a finer grit and then stain it, because I'm okay if some of the lines stay, but this actually, you can see I haven't touched this side, I have touched this side, so already that's a pretty decent change, I'd say. I know sanding inside that is not gonna be fun, but my hands hurt, and my jeans are completely covered, so that's good. I think that's it for today for the cradle portion, but I actually might save my daughter's like crafting stuff, like all of the gifts I am going to be giving her for Christmas, for at night from 6:30 to 10, 11, whatever time I decide to go to bed. And instead of doing it during nap time and when she's up, I think I'm gonna start crocheting more products, because I only have 2 storage bags full of crochet items, and I have 3 markets I've already signed up for. I have one on Sunday in a few days. I have one December 13th, and then I have one December 22nd. One of the Saturdays or Sundays there, the weekend right before Christmas. And no, those booth like sizes aren't big. Like, they're not 10 by 10. If anything, they're like an 8-foot table or smaller. So I don't need a lot of product to put on the tables, but on the off chance that I get a lot of people coming by those 2 markets that are next, I don't want to like run out and then be hurting my hands on those like last 2 weeks, and then I don't have enough time to work on my home projects. So I'm gonna probably start making a few little here and there projects. Like, I could do a horse, I could do mini brontosauruses. So that's probably what I'm going to do, since this week is pretty calm. And I also just barely got an email from a woman that I've been trying to track down and get info for her craft fair that I did last year at the Orange Central School. And their craft fair this year is on December 6th, I think. It's the first weekend of July. First weekend of December, and I wanted to join that one. So then I will pretty much every weekend in December before Christmas have a craft fair, which I'm okay with. We don't really have anything going on. Our holiday stuff is going to be, you know, my husband's taking a week off in December for finishing the basement. We've got all this insulation, and during those afternoons, like, he can take an hour out of his time. We can decorate cookies, we can watch a movie, things like that. It's not chock full of traditions yet, but I really need to just focus on what things I want to do. I don't want to stress myself out or cause any burnout, which is why I'm jumping to thing to thing. I know that might sound a little counterproductive for the stressing out portion, but it actually helps me, because I go, okay, the gingerbread houses on top of the kitchen counters or kitchen cabinets, those are basically done. Like, those could be done right now. All I need to do is draw the houses, which will take me an hour, 2 hours, and then hang them up. So that's one craft out of the way. I don't really necessarily need to do any of the other cardboard crafts, because I'll be honest, we're running out of cardboard. So whatever. And then other things like the cradle. Part of it is already sanded. I've gotten some progress done. That was the important thing. And honestly, if this doesn't get done by Christmas, that's okay. She has things to open. This could be an Easter Bunny thing. Although I don't even know if we're doing the Easter Bunny. I might just use Easter as an excuse to gift her it. But other than that, there's nothing that's like must do. Unless you want to say her Christmas dress, and then that's even like it's technically okay if it doesn't happen. It's a bummer, but okay, I'm chit-chatting too much, and my hands are dry and crusty and they are gross, and I need to change my clothes if I'm going to go sit on the couch and crochet for an hour. So cheers. I'll meet you back upstairs. I think it turned out really pretty. We've got the ingredients, the seasonings, and then directions down here. But I get to put that in her book now. I think for other recipes, I'm gonna try to do some like watercolor little drawings or paintings and add that, so I'm not going through all of the stickers I have because it's dwindling. But I think that's beautiful. I think she'll love that. I'm super proud. Oh, I'm hoping that this inspires her to cook a lot more, because she said that she wanted cooking and baking to be her hobby, because she is having a hard time finding hobbies to like really stick with. And as we all know, we need food to survive. So great way of creating a hobby out of a necessity. So, but my daughter is awake from her nap. So we're going to get up, and I think we might actually go for a walk depending on the weather. It's not snowing, but if it's too cold, I'm not gonna go. We do have to do trash, and I have to return a table at Walmart because I absolutely despise Walmart brand items. I think that they are very cheaply made, and for my market tables, I want something structurally sound because I've had kids lean on them and press on them. And like, I'm clumsy. What if I fall? I don't want to snap my table in two. Not that I think that'll happen. I prefer something a lot thicker than cardboard. And that's what the table that I have feels like. So I'm going to return that. See if they got any other tables in. If not, I'll probably go down to West Lebanon in New Hampshire and stop at their Walmart while I also do a BJ's run, because I do love me a BJ's run. So yeah, trash, Walmart. Oh, I was using the glitter letters for her title, and one sheet of the glitter letters only had one lowercase e, so I need to get another sheet of the gold letters so that I can finish that one. Yeah, trash, possible walk, Walmart for return, Hobby Lobby for another E. Oh my gosh, that frustrated me so much. Why not have two of every letter? Two uppercase, two lowercase. Why is it like, oh, for A's you get two uppercase, two lowercase? Like, I get that those are common letters to use, but I'm gonna use E's too. I get it if you only give me one Z, but like an E, that seems silly. I know I only came in for the glitter letters, but I really had to stop at their yarn because I want to do that dress with fur on the edge, but I don't own any fur, so I found these two, and I did end up finding the glitter letters. I ended up getting a few more things other than the fur yarn. Well, actually, I didn't even go in for the fur yarn. I went in for the stupid letters, and I did get them. So I found the same ones, but then I know I'm needing to make my daughter a Christmas dress, and I wanted to line the edges, the hems, in fur, and I didn't have one that exactly worked. So Hobby Lobby had a thin enough fur where I think that will work. And then, I mean, I found these gift bags that I need to put in our holiday supplies, and those are perfect sizes for some of the gifts I got my husband. And then to help with my whole like recipe crafting stuff, I got 2 other packets of construction paper because for whatever reason mine just, it's hard to write on, and it's not clear enough when I write on it. So we've got those. So it is all completed now. We've got our pancakes page. I was able to find some strawberry pictures and pancake stickers, so that really worked out in my favor. And then we've got our gingerbread cookies and our chicken noodle soup and our sausage and potato stew and our hamburger helper. So that is one present and craft all completed, and I'm super happy about that. I'm planning on making maybe 2 or 3 more recipes for the Christmas gift, but this is just for her birthday, since her birthday was yesterday and she's coming up for Friendsgiving tomorrow. But that marks the end of the video, so I'll see you later.